I've got a very good news to share with you in this video, an alternative to IELTS and ECCTIS. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you. If you're new to this channel, I create contents on how you can migrate to the UK, jobs with visa sponsorship in the UK, UK immigration updates, live in the UK, scholarships in the UK, like everything you can think about the UK. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, do hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. So guys, let's quickly dive right into today's video. Today's video, as Ella mentioned, I've got a fantastic news to share with you, and this is a news I've not shared on this channel before, but I've seen a lot of success stories with this. That's why I thought I should share. So for you to be able to move to the UK on a skilled worker visa, care worker visa, or any visa you want to come with, you need your English proficiency. And I'd always shared in my previous videos about your IELTS, your ethics, your NARIC, but I've got another alternative one for you now that it is very easy for you to pass. Like, this is an alternative to IELTS and ethics. Ethics, like you know, you need your transcript from university if you have a first degree, and if you don't have a first degree, you need to write the IELTS exams, the UKVI General or UKVI Academy. Now there are 4 components, 4 skills: the speaking, reading, writing, and listening. So I'd always film the video on this, your IELTS, your ECCTIS, but I've got an alternative to the IELTS or the ECCTIS. If you don't have a first degree and if you are unable to pass your IELTS, you can try the PTE. So the PTE stands for Pearson Test of English, and as you can see on my screen, it's a computer-based test which assesses the English language skills of non-native speakers intended to apply for a university course in English-speaking countries, or maybe you can also use it for a work as well in the UK. So just as you can see on my screen, the United Kingdom visas, PTE is accepted by the United Kingdom Home Office for all visa and immigration applications. So now I'm sharing this video. Like I said, I've had people who wrote IELTS once, twice, and they went to write the PTE and they passed it once. Meanwhile, they were unable to pass the IELTS in their first sitting and in their second sitting. And because of my job as well, applying for visas for people and so on, I've seen a lot of people who had used this PTE and it has worked for them. That's why I'm sharing this video. And when I have a chat with them, like, oh, have you tried IELTS? Some will say, no, I just went straight to PTE because I was told PTE is quite easier to pass than IELTS. And some of them who had tried IELTS are like, oh, Fajira, IELTS is even more difficult than the PTE. So I wrote the IELTS once, I didn't pass. I wrote the PTE once and I passed. And now I'm going to give you every details about this PTE, the required skills you need to have to be eligible to apply for a UK visa with it. Because the PTE too, there are certain scores that you may have, just like the IELTS, that you cannot use it. You will have to resit. But I think with the PTE, it's really a lot better, a lot easier compared to the IELTS, based on the number of people who have written the PTE that I've had a chat with. So just as you can see on my screen, minimum PTE score requirement for UK visas. As you can see, the type, the visa, the minimum CEFR level, PTE score equivalent, skills assessed, then PTE test type. Remember, even if you're writing the PTE, it has to be the UKVI. So you don't just register for any PTE. You have to go for the UKVI PTE. As you can see, for the visa type for work, which is for startup visa, you need a B2, and the equivalent for PTE is 59 or higher in each of the 4 sections of the test. So which means that you need to have a minimum of 59 in each of the 4 components, which is reading, speaking, writing, and listening. It's still the same way that the IELTS is, but this one, like from what I was told, I've not written it before, but from people who have had a chat with, they say it's quite easy to pass this. And the skills assessed in this, they are looking at your reading, writing, speaking, and listening. And the PT test you need to write is the UKVI Academic if you're coming on the startup visa. So if you're coming for work with the innovator founder visa, minimum requirement is a B2 in your CEFR level. So just as you can see, you still need to have 59 or higher in each of the components: reading, speaking, writing, and listening, as you can see. And you also need a PTE for UKVI Academy. Now we're going to work representative of overseas business, that's A1. You just need to have pass in speaking and listening. Then work, another one, which is the skilled worker visa, formerly known as Tier 2 General Work Visa. In most cases, you need a B1 and you need a minimum of 43. Like when I saw this, I was really excited. And you need a minimum of 43 or higher in each of the 4 sections of the test. Now, 43 is what you need to apply for. Even a care worker visa, a skilled worker visa, which is a Tier 2 worker visa, you need a minimum of 43. And like I said, I've had a chat with people who had written their IELTS and also wrote this, and they told me that this one was quite straightforward, quite easier than the IELTS. As you can see on my screen, you need to have this 43 in your reading, writing, speaking, and listening. And the PTE test you need to write is the PTE Academic UKVI. So make sure that if you're applying for a UK visa, you stick to the PTE Academic UKVI, just as you can see on my screen. And for care workers, like I said, you just need to have 43. Whereas for IELTS, you need to have a minimum of 4.0. But like I said, people who had written the both, they preferred the PTE test compared to the IELTS. That is really quite straightforward and quite easy for you to write and pass. And imagine you just having 43. If you have 43 in age, then you're good to apply for your UK visa. But if you have anything less than 43, you will have to resit the exams again. So just as you can see, for work Tier 2 sportsman visa, you need A1. You just need pass in speaking and listening, as you can see on my screen. And you need the PTE home A1. Tier 2 minister of religion visa, you need B2, 59 or higher in each of the 4 sections. So you need to have 59, which is still the same with the startup visa, with the innovator founder visa. But like I said, for those who want to come to the UK on the care visa or the Tier 2 work visa, you just need 43. But for the Minister of Religion visa, you need 59 and above, just as you can see in each component, which is the reading, writing, speaking, and listening. You also need the PTE Academic UKVI. And so for studies, as you can see on my screen, student visa, formerly known as the Tier 4 General Student Visa, below degree level, e.g. pre-seasonal courses, you need B1, which you still also need 43 in each of the components or in each of the sections. And also for studies, student visa, formerly known as the Tier 4 General Student Visa degree level, you need B2. Some universities will require a higher grade. You need to score 59 or higher in each of the 4 sections of the test. And the PTE you need for this is a PTE Academic UKVI, dependent on institution visa approval status. So your university will let you know the particular one to write, because they all have different requirements. So if you're coming to study as well and you're coming to study in a university that requires IELTS or PTE, they will inform you the particular one to go for, and you just apply for it. And from what I was told, that you don't really have to prepare for a long time for you to go for this test. That some people said they prepared for 2 weeks, some said 3 weeks, some said 1 week, and they passed it, which is why I'm sharing this, so that you can explore and also try this. For those who had come back to me, Fajira, I've got my visa refused because of my IELTS. I didn't pass my IELTS. I had always said in my videos that before you go for your UK visa, you need to have your IELTS. It is very important that you have your IELTS. And if you don't have your IELTS, then that's going to be a problem for you. So I wouldn't want to see you have that problem as someone who is planning to come to the UK. You've paid for your visa fee, you've paid for every other thing. So don't let the English proficiency to make you not to get your visa to the UK. Like I would always say, while you are applying for jobs to come to the UK, try and start preparing for your IELTS, or get your ECCTIS done. If you have a degree, a first degree, get your ECCTIS done. But don't do anything without having this in place, because this is a mandatory UKVI requirement. That is the Home Office want to see that you have this. That is one of the things they use to approve your visa. So if you don't have it, then it's a refusal. It's not their fault, because it's stated on the website that you need to show your English proficiency. And like I said, if you don't have the English proficiency, then it's your own fault. It's nobody's fault. Or maybe if you have your IELTS and the score is lower than 4 as required for the skilled worker, and you still use it, then it's going to be a straight refusal. As you can see, for family route, you need A1, you just need pass in speaking and listening. For settlement, you need B1, you just need pass as well, speaking and listening. PTE home B1. So that's the one you will have to register for. Just as you can see that there are different categories of the PTE exams you have to sit for. As you can see, you can use a higher level test. For example, PTE home B1 could be used for a spouse partner visa application. You can also take the PTE Academic UKVI for a family visa, provided that you score the minimum CEFR Common European Framework of Reference for Languages level of A2 or above. That is PTE score of 30. This is what it is. If you're planning to move to the UK, like I said, and you have struggled with your IELTS, which I know a lot of people are actually struggling to pass it, this is another option for you. I would say try this one and see how it goes. Have put in a lot of visas applications, and most of the people that have put in their visas application that do not have ECCTIS, majority of them had used this PTE and their scores. Some of them are like, I see some that you will see 43 on the dot. I'm like, this person just narrowly escaped. Yeah, which is very good. Once you have a minimum of 43, then you're good to go for the care worker visa, for the skilled worker visa. But like you saw on the screen, other categories of visas, they have different scores required. The innovator founder visa, you need to score a minimum of 59. The startup visa, you need to score a minimum of 59. The Minister of Religion visa, you need to score a minimum of 59, each of the 4 components. So when applying for your UK visa, you need to check your scores to be sure that this scores meets the Home Office requirement. And if it doesn't meet the Home Office requirement, you will have to rewrite to prevent your visa being refused. Because like I said, imagine going through all the stress of getting the sponsorship, and at the end of the day, you're excited, you're going for your UK visa, and you don't have the required score. Then your visa will be refused. But bear in mind that if you have a first degree, you don't really need to do the PTE, you don't even need the IELTS. All you need is to apply through ECCTIS, which I had filmed a video on it. I will leave all the links in the description box. So if you have a first degree, as an alternative to your IELTS or PTE, you just apply for ECCTIS and you get your ECCTIS certificate, sending your transcripts then. And if you don't have a first degree, then you can go for IELTS if you know you can write the IELTS. But from what I was told that the paper written IELTS is quite easier to pass than the computer-based one. So if you are trying to write your IELTS, try the paper written one. But though it takes 13 days for your results to be out, try that one and give yourself an opportunity to pass it at once. Then, however, you can also try this alternative, which is a PTE, and see how it goes. So guys, we've actually come to the end of this video. Please do share this video with your friends and loved ones. I'm sure this video is definitely going to help a lot of people, especially those who have been struggling to pass their IELTS. And also do subscribe if you're yet to join our beautiful family. And until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.